everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today we're going to be doing the Chanel Holiday Collection. I know, everybody's seen it already, everybody's done it, but I picked up the entire collection and I wanted to show you guys what I picked up and my thoughts on it. I know I'm a little late to the party, but as some of you may know, who've been watching my channel, I used to work for Chanel. I have a special place in my heart for Chanel, so I figured I'd go ahead and try out the products for you anyway. I am wearing the Beiges foundation. I have this in BR12. It's a really good match for me and I really like the coverage. I like the way it looks on my skin. I think it's an excellent foundation if you guys are on the fence about whether you should pick it up and you have dry skin. I think it's a really good choice. It kind of gives you like a skin-like, I'd say medium coverage finish. It has a little bit of a scent because all the Chanel foundations have a scent, but it's a really pretty foundation. It doesn't irritate my skin and it doesn't accentuate fine lines or, you know, make my pores look big or anything like that. So I really do like it. I'm gonna put my hair back because, as we all know, I have a lot of hair which is in need of color again, but you know, I can't get my hair colored every 2 weeks. I do not have time for that. First, I did pick up the nail polish. This is the nail polish. It is in shade. I don't know what the name of it is. Things I should say before. Shane Dior. I'll put the spelling down below. And I will be wearing it. I'll make sure I put it on. You guys, I'll point it out in future videos. I do not have it on now, obviously, because again, I have not had time. I did pick up all 4 of the eyeshadows, single eyeshadows. I picked up the illuminating blush powder and all 4 lipsticks. So I wanted just to mention a couple things. I have the illuminating powder in Metal Peach from last year? It's last year. As you guys know, I'm not good at that. I'm always like, I don't know, last year, year before. So we're gonna take a look at that next to the illuminating blush powder this year. Look at the chain there. I love the links. So this is definitely more of a blush that has illuminating properties compared to the peach of last year, which is definitely like a highlighter. I mean, you can use it all over, I have, but I just wanted to give you guys a look at that. Let's go ahead and use the blush. I actually am gonna use the illuminating powder in Sunset Beiges, which looks like that. I think this is still available on their site, as my bronzer for today. Like I said, we're gonna do an all Chanel day. The only thing I don't have on, the only thing I have on that's not Chanel is my brows, which is, you guessed it, Gucci. That is an excellent brow product, brow pencil. I would recommend it to anyone. I have it in Auburn, but it comes in multiple shades. My second favorite product would be, I think, the Tom Ford Brow Gel. I like to sort of just sweep this all over the skin a little bit so that I have a little bit of warmth to my skin, because you might not have noticed, but I'm kind of pale. Nothing wrong with being pale, but you know, I just like to have, I don't know, a little bit of something. Let's go in with the classic cheek brush from Sonia G. It's not dirty, it just hasn't been washed. I don't wash the natural hair brushes all the time because it's actually not good for you to do. Okay, so we're gonna go in, we're gonna use this as a blush, which is, I mean, what it is, but I'm not gonna I'm gonna try to focus it more on the apples of my cheeks and then we'll kind of see what we think. Okay, I mean, it's pigmented, but it's not too bad. Like sometimes I have to be careful because I can kind of, you know, overwhelm my face because I'm so pale, which is why I put a little bit more bronzer all over. Well, that's really nice. It's really pretty shade, nice glow, gorgeous. And then I'm gonna take My brushes are everywhere today. I don't know. You ever have one of those days that you're not feeling like you've got things down? Some days I feel like very on top of things, and then other days I'm just like, meh. We're gonna go in with the Sonia G Designer Pro, and this is the Illuminating Peach from, I think it was last year. I think it was the holidays. And just kind of a little bit, and we'll buff that in with some powder at the end. I like to do that after I do my eyes and everything. So let me bring you in a little bit closer and we'll do the eyes. Every time I do that, every time I bring you guys in close, I don't know how long it's gonna take me before I get used to it. Like, I'm still at the point where I'm like, wow, that's really close. My face is like everywhere. Okay, so I'm taking them out of the boxes. So question for you guys, do you keep these little pockets of velvet that they come in? I'm just curious. I'm like, I wonder if people keep them or don't keep them. I sometimes keep them. Like, I guess it is good for travel, but a lot of times I just throw them away, to be honest with you. Okay, so let me show you each one. This is the Antique, and there are numbers that go with them as well, and I will swatch. The chain detailing is beautiful, I will say. That's the Antique. But you're pretty much gonna ruin the detailing, you know, as soon as you use them. I mean, that's just what happens. CUIVRE Rose. This is BLANC. See, I got that one. And last but not least is, I admit, the one that I am most excited about. CUIR Brun. Okay, now I know this is not how you say it, but CUIR Brun. C-U-I-R. So I'm so bad at French. CUIR Brun. That's not it, but that's okay. And those are the shades. So I think what I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna try to use all the shades so you guys can see them. Let's go in with the Sonia G Classic Pro brush, and let's go into the Brun. I'm just gonna call it Brun, or 928. That's what we're gonna go with. And I'm gonna go in with the light hand because although these do look like they're not super pigmented, you never know. The swatch on your hand doesn't necessarily turn out like it looks on your eye. Just, I know you all know that, but okay. It's a very pretty shade. I'm concentrating it here on the outer half, not even, but like third. I'm just gonna kind of place it, kind of swirl, and then I'm just gonna, whatever's left, I'm gonna pull it to the crease. Because I want this to be, I think of these shades as light, and honestly, I generally would use them by themselves, like a one and done kind of thing, but I want you to see all the shades, so that's why I'll be using them all in an eye look. But to be honest about how I would wear them in real life is I would probably use one, maybe two of the shades at once. And I have a lot of single shadows that I do like. But I'm not really a single shadow kind of person. Usually because I'm traveling a lot for work. And for me, I need to pack something that I can do a lot of different looks with, and you can't really do that with, one eyeshadow. Doesn't make sense to travel with. But I like single shadows. Sydney Grace has amazing single shadows. So, all right, so let's take this rose shade and put that, same brush. It's actually more pigmented, I think, than they look. I'm not gonna say they are super pigmented because they're not, but there's more payoff here than I think it shows up on a swatch. On your eyes, I think, you're actually gonna see a really pretty shade. I know my face looks a little distracting at the moment because it's really blingy and shiny, but I'm gonna buff that out. I promise. All right, let's go on with the Chikuhodo F06. I don't know why I can't remember the names or anything. And let's use the Antique shade, the gold shade, on the lid. like mostly inner corner, and I'll blend it out into the other shades. That is a very pretty gold, by the way. And again, it's not super pigmented. Like those of you who have just picked up the Pat McGrath, there's a bunch of golds in there. I know that not only from looking at the advance notice and then when it was you know, actually launched, but I have one of the Star Wars palettes, so I've seen the gold shades, I've used them, and those golds are definitely more pigmented than this gold. But if you look, that's a really pretty shade. They're all pretty. I'm gonna take Wayne Goss number 3. I finally ordered another Wayne Goss number 3 brush. Just buffing this out. I've said I was gonna do it for forever, but I ordered the Wayne Goss blushes, and so I got more Wayne Goss brushes at the same time. Blushes and brushes. Okay, I'm gonna go back into the Brun. We're using the Sonia G Crease Pro again. Just gonna re-emphasize the crease. And then I'm gonna take the BLANC. I'm gonna use my finger. Gonna put it up into the brow bone. Usually I would use a brush to be more precise, but I wanna see how it works with the finger. It actually tap a little right on the kind of eyeball part of my eyelid. And then I'm gonna take the Sonia G Pencil 1, going with that Brun again, and go along the lower lash. Okay, that is all 4 shades. I want you to take a look at it before I put on any liner or mascara. I think that's really pretty. I think the shades are beautiful. They went on really well. They look really pretty. I mean, they're light, they're not super pigmented, but they're definitely pigmented. Don't believe that they're not. There's definitely pigment there. And that gold is beautiful. The BLANC is gorgeous. I'll put on some liner and mascara, and I will use Chanel. Okay, eyes are done, mascara is on. I don't know where I put it, but I used it, here it is. I used the Chanel Espresso liner, and I used the Chanel mascara, the original Chanel mascara. And I think the eye look is gorgeous. I love these shades. I like them far more than I thought I was going to after seeing them. Even online, I don't think the pictures do them justice. I think they look so much more beautiful on the eye than they do in a swatch. Just my opinion, but I think they look great. So let me close my eyes so you guys can see, then we'll pick a lipstick and I'll buff out my face a little bit. Yeah, I think it's pretty. And I'm loving the foundation. I love the blush, illuminating blush, whatever. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Chanel never lets me down. Well, that's not true. I shouldn't say that. Sometimes Chanel lets me down, but not often. Chanel, if you're listening, if you're watching, don't take that. Don't be mad at me. All right. So, before lipsticks. Now I admit, this is my favorite type of lipstick packaging. These are the ones that you push and then they come out. I don't know why I like that so much. I just do. I don't know. I like that. I just do. Okay, so the first one is 107 Beige. Now you guys know, I'm gonna try to do it like under all the other swatches I have on my hand. That's probably gonna be my favorite shade because I'm boring, I know. But all of these have like a glitter to them, so they're not like super boring. Okay, 117 CUIVRE, nope, I'm sure that's not right. Yeah. Ooh, that's really pretty. This one is, why do they do this to me? I should just use the numbers. Prettier Dior. I will put the numbers down below along with the name. This one's more of a magenta, and I will be honest, it's not gonna be a favorite shade of mine, but every once in a while I do want, and I said this before, I don't like have anything that has like purple to it, and I thought that would be a good choice. 127 Rouge Dior. Okay, this one I can I can say. And I was looking for a good blue-red, which that definitely is. Now they all have a little bit of shimmer. You know which one I'm gonna do today. You know it's gonna be the beige. I mean, that's just who I am. I'm gonna do the beige. Now, I feel like I should put it on without any lip liner, and then I could put a lip liner over it. We can see what it looks like, okay? So you guys can see what it looks like just directly on the lips. Definitely like glitter in there. You can feel a little bit when you put it on. It's not bad, but you can feel it and then it just like kind of disappears. Interesting. Okay, let me pull out a liner. Nude Brun, Chanel. Oh, I love that. That is definitely gonna be one of my new favorite shades. It's kind of got like a little bit of a peach to it. Let's buff out the skin a little bit and we'll be done. I'm gonna go in with the loose powder. This is in B12. I'll tell you after I'm done. I'm pretty sure it's B12. Which has more of a pink to it. Okay, there we go, guys. Final look. I love it. I'm not shocked, but I love it. So let me tell you what I had on today. I had on the Beiges foundation, which I'm really loving. The brand new illuminating blush powder, which is gorgeous. I have on the illuminating powder in Metal Peach from last year as a bit of a highlighter. I have on the Sunset Beiges powder as a bronzer. I have on the lipstick that I chose to do today, of course, is 107. Don't worry, I'll be incorporating the other lipsticks in some future looks. And I did all of the eyeshadows, the single eyeshadows on my eyes. I think the most prominent colors you'll see obviously are the gold and the brune. I think it was Antique. Yes, Antique and Brune. Those like you see more in the way that I put them on. The rose is very pretty. The Blanc is beautiful. Honestly, I get that a lot of people were a little underwhelmed when they saw the collection and saw the pictures. I was as well. But on your face, I think it looks beautiful. Really, guys. I'm very honest. I'm not saying you need to run out and get it. I'm just saying it does look really beautiful. And the lipstick is the lipsticks. Their lipsticks are excellent, great quality. I love the shades. I'm really looking forward to trying out the red. And I'm really looking forward to I'll try all of them, obviously. But I'm really looking forward to trying the CUIVRE, the 117. CUIVRE, I don't know how the heck you say that. But this shade, doesn't that look really, it looks really different. It's like a rose, but it's got gold in it. I think that's gonna be really pretty. They're all gonna be pretty, but I think that one's different. Okay, and I promise I will have the nail polish on in future videos. I just didn't get around to it. A lot going on. A lot of new releases. Everything's coming out at once. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit like, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you in another video really soon.